Those orange shoes, Oklahoma State Cowboy Wrestling Club, head coach Oklahoma State, trying to make another world team here at 92 kilograms. Taking on Brennan, North Dakota State in the blue. And we are underway here. Collar snap from David Taylor. It's a shot from Brennett. Locked around the crotch is David Taylor. He's really good from this position. And looking to lift now, he might just scoot around. And he kind of threatens that crotch lift and able to just sit the corner. Gets two for David Taylor.
Let's go down to number 32, Mike Machiavello, Lehigh Valley Wrestling Club, Ty Mercury, and Nick Stedman of Illinois. Machiavello and Stedman.
Should Taylor win here, he'll get Marcus Coleman. There's a nice shot. And two more for David Taylor. He's up 4-0. And works that bar half so well. Oh my gracious. Two more, 6-0, 8-0. Use it almost like a gut. That should be 10. That's it. The bar half series for the 10-0 Tech. Only David Taylor, folks. Round one win.
Taylor coming out aggressive right side collar tie. And Coleman dropping down the leg, pulling himself in. Taylor's good here, crotch lock. You'll see him pull himself in before ending up scooting behind for the takedown. Yeah, that left leg stepping up. Coleman doing a good job surviving here so far. Not giving anything up. I like the fight here for Marcus Coleman, but there's the counter for Taylor. Seemed like it was probably just a matter of time. The official stands him back up. 39 seconds here into the first. High crotch, David Taylor switching off to the double. Hooks the leg. He's got a Turk. Is he gonna get two more here? Two is offered, white paddle's offered. It will be white paddled, so the score is going to remain 4-0. Coleman not able to get back to a defensive position. So it's just going to be 4-0. Nice, classic ankle pick to the double Taylor. Coleman threatening with the exposure, but Taylor now switching off to the half. There it is, offered, confirmed, pin for David Taylor. Making quick work of Coleman to punch his ticket to tonight's semifinals, where he'll take on the winner of Michael Machiavello versus Eric.
Handshake, and here we go. In the white and orange Cowboy Wrestling Club, that's David Taylor taking on Mike Machiavello in the blue. David Taylor, an Olympic champion. There's a shot from Mike Mock. Stuffing the head well is David Taylor over under, and then he fights out of it. Now looking to drag, fires an attack in the zone. Continuing to chase is David Taylor.
And here was my main question about David Taylor at 92 kilograms. Can he maintain those number of exchanges with an extra 6 kilos on him? That, you know,
yeah.
It's just something you're not used to, competing with that extra weight.
And they're going to go passivity warning against Mike Machiavello. Next one who will go on the clock, club and shot from Mike Mock. 2-on-1 there for David Taylor. Stutter fakes from David, uses that to open up his leg attacks. David does a good job of kind of disguising what attack is coming, goes one way then the other. Once he gets to the leg, he is pretty magical. There's a nice double leg, wow. Easy business on that finish, and now can he get his turns going? So great from the top position. He can sometimes rise like a folk styler who's hitting bar halves and rolling them through like they were gut wrenches in his first match. Just the takedown for David. 2-0 lead. There's another shot for David. Now lifting, and that's going to be 2 more. Great feel for David.
4.
I don't know.
I don't, because Mike went from feet to his
maybe
back,
so.
technically.
It's the least amplitude 4 allowable, but it's 4. So it's 6-0 for David. Just cruising right now.
David continuing to take ground. Snap to angles,
Another
in on
shot.
the legs. Beautiful work.
Look at him lift. I think that's 4 red, and yes. And now looking for the fall. He's close. So he could get another pin.
Yep, Mock's in trouble. He's got to settle back at chest to chest. Oh, now he steps
Got it.
over. Double
Pin.
boots.
Oh my gosh, David Taylor, relax. 10-0 with the fall. Goodness gracious. And he can't help but smile. On your right, Trent Hidley on the left. Handshake, here we go. David Taylor making his return to the mat. We didn't know if we would see this. He's looked absolutely fantastic so far. Underhook, and look at how David just circled out of that. It's not that easy. And look at this little pull for the go behind.
So good.
He made that look way too easy too, and he guts him.
My goodness.
All this is hard, guys, just so you know. Yeah, first time watching David Taylor, I was like, oh, this is no problem. Oh,
Right back in on the
double
legs.
leg.
Caught Trent coming in.
Now locking on the single leg. Backside finishes 6-0.
And you saw the strength there. He was able to pull himself in once he transitioned to that single leg. Just like that. 47 seconds into this bout, David Taylor up 6-0 on Trent Hidley.
Underhook right side and throws it by. Trent gets it, 6-2.
Okay, Trent Hidley. We've got a match.
And that's his position, that right side underhook. So much power there.
You know who is somebody who spent a lot of time training to defend underhooks?
Yes.
David Taylor.
Yeah, no question.
And now it's David Taylor getting to the underhook. Now Taylor, the left side underhook, taking Trent to the zone. Hidley pivoting in
wow.
the zone. He's going to get at least one here.
No.
No, grounded. I
Grounded.
thought maybe David's foot came out before his knee hit down.
So 6-2 the score. So after a really kind of a crazy start, now Trent's starting to get it going a little bit here.
He is.
But keeping that whizzer now, could be 2 more. But David keeping that leg for the time being. And he's stepping over. That's smart.
smart. Freestyle savvy, you got to get that leg out if you're Trent, that left leg to get your takedown.
And he's not going to be able to get it out. 6-2 the score. And Trent Hidley really showing something after going down 6-0 in the first 40 seconds maybe. Trent controlling the wrist of David Taylor with his right hand. David on the collar. Underhook again. David shuts it down, takes a look at the clock, reads 10 seconds in the first. And that's it. 6-2 for the first period.
Kind of a tale of 2 minutes.
Yeah.
All David Taylor, minute 1. Trent Hidley, minute 2.
Yeah.
Or I should say minute and a half.
Yeah. Wow. Back underway. Second period.
Ear-to-ear collar, now underhook, David Taylor. This is where David's comfortable working from that righty collar tie. Likes to use it to get to his ankle pick, pick to double, high crotch.
Pace definitely subdued here for David. And there's that underhook again, but dropping in on the single is David Taylor. Can't get it though. Now he jacks an underhook on the left side to David Taylor. Head position for Hidley. Now short offense here. David grounds himself. He's one of the toughest guys to hit go-behinds on in wrestling. Gets his weight back. And they'll stalemate it. 1:04 to go. Trent's still very much in this match. David not been able to generate after the opening scores. There's a shot. Can't get it. There, a little flurry.
Block from Trent.
Jumps over again. He keeps going airborne for these takedowns, and he gets it. Maybe that's the only way to get a go behind on David Taylor's to jump over.
No kidding.
Yeah. And now throws it by. Trent Hidley nearly getting 2.
There really hasn't been a sense of urgency from David.
No, there hasn't.
This period, even when he came close to taking Trent down, and then Trent kicked out, and he kind of just let him kick out and sat down on his.
The underhook is threatening every single time. David circling. There he gets in. Now looking to run behind again. This time David able to square up. 23 seconds to go. Tries an arm throw. David Taylor finds his way to the leg. Oh, man, that may ice it.
Yep.
8-4 for David Taylor with just 16 seconds to go. But, man, Trent has made this match so interesting. Those were dicey situations in that last 20 seconds. Now we got 9 seconds to go. Trent is going to need to go feet to back here. He's going to need a 4-pointer, and trust he's going to go for it. 6 seconds to go. And going to ground himself. There's 2. And now David going to recover for 2 of his own. And that's going to do it. Match over. Holy cow.
Hey, this match is going to spark a lot of discussion about tomorrow's series against Zahid. If there wasn't already, there's a lot of talk now on Zahid Valencia potentially beating David Taylor.
And we'll see tomorrow, starting at 10 a.m. Central, guys, for round Valencia, the world bronze medalist in 2023. And we are underway, 92 kilograms, match number 1. David Taylor in the blue, Zahid Valencia in the red. These two wrestled in Final X 2022. It was David Taylor in 2 straight. Match number 1 was extremely competitive.
Match number 2, not so much.
Not as much. For Zahid Valencia, great leg attacks, particularly his left-handed single. Good, powerful double leg as well.
You'll see Valencia go into that full-on squat that he's in right now. Drops his butt all the way to the mat and then pounces, explodes from that stance.
David Taylor, great hard pace, pressure, works off of collar ties, has ankle picks, high crotch single, kind of has it all in terms of an array of leg attacks. Then in parterre, equally dangerous, does a good job counter scoring as well. And there's a left side high crotch, but David Taylor able to sprawl. Now he may be looking to score here. He's pulling the wrist and at the armpit. He's got his eyes on the ankles. But Valencia is really athletic in that position. He's a tough guy to hit go-behinds on. He keeps that butt back over his heels. Minute 45 to go. It's David Taylor controlling center. And that's why the whistle is indicating towards Valencia.
Yeah, it's David controlling these ties right now. You see with the left side
nice
thumb block.
re-attack, and now it's David Taylor above the knee trying to get on the scoreboard first, and he's close. Puts that leg in, not two yet. And what's going to be the call?
I think just one.
They're going to go one on the step out. So David Taylor striking first. And honestly, if you're Zahid, preventing that takedown is pretty big. Not many times you'll see David Taylor not finish that takedown.
And the crowd going kind of silent here.
Yeah.
Shai Health Arena. Everyone is locked in
Yeah,
on
they're
this
just
match.
intrigued.
They know how much is at stake here.
So Zahid is trying to keep David Taylor at a distance so he can fire a leg attack. And there's a hard club from Zahid, but it's an attack right away from David Taylor.
And we saw that same exact kind of singlet pull, finger getting caught in the front of the singlet. Cost Zahid a potential shot at David Taylor at Olympic trials.
There's that single leg. This is his go-to shot. You see David defending hard, now lifting under. That's going to be one for Zahid Valencia. 1-1 the score. And it's that left-handed single where Zahid does a lot of damage. There's a shot from David Taylor. Over collar. 13 seconds to go. Zahid in the lead 1-1 here in the first period. Match number 1. And that's it. One period in the books. David Taylor goes back to his corner. Jimmy Kennedy and Thomas Gilman. For Zahid Valencia, it's Zeke Jones and Frank Molinaro. His coach is at Arizona State. It's a different corner for David. You know, it's been Casey Cunningham and Cale Sanderson often in his corner. Familiar faces for David, just not his usual coaching corner. And now we're underway, match number 2, or period number 2, excuse me. And trying to time those hands is David Taylor, as Zahid generates a lot of his offense off of those clubs. Something to pay attention to is how does Zahid hold up throughout 6 minutes. David Taylor known for his pace, making his opponents have a hard time wrestling. There's a beautiful duck under. That was ridiculous. 3-0 Zahid Valencia. That's one way to deal with it.
Yeah, caught David coming in, timed it perfectly, disappeared on him.
Man, that was nasty. The speed and athleticism of Zahid, and now he fires another single. David getting really busy looking for a go-behind. He's got the leg for a moment. Good job squaring up. Not out of the woods yet is Zahid Valencia, and David Taylor strikes right back, up 3-3. David Taylor back in the lead.
I think if you're David Taylor, that's what you want to do. You want to keep on You don't have to get fancy, just snaps, your snap to that angle, that single leg. He got it done with a go behind right there, right? Makes Zahid feel like he needs to shoot because you're keeping the pressure on. Down block, go behind.
David continuing to pursue. No one gone on the shot clock yet. Been enough action that the officials haven't had to get involved in that way. David hanging on to that wrist for a moment. Zahid able to clear out of it. There's that club again, drops his level. Once more to Zahid Valencia, but once again, David Taylor in short offense. They stalemate that position. Minute 19 remaining. And if you're Zahid, I wonder if you almost don't want to go too soon for that score.
Right, we saw David immediately score after Zahid scored last time.
Left side high crotch. David Taylor able to throw that leg back. Now he's working, trying to counter score. And once again, able to defend. 54 to go.
Yeah, interesting when David chooses to go after that go behind from the front headlock position. We saw him really try it at the beginning of the second. That time was fine taking the stalemate.
Still pressuring forward is David Taylor taking ground. Zahid shoots again. And now is David going to work the score here? Zahid controlled that elbow for a moment. Now staying under with the underhook is David Taylor back standing. 20 seconds to go. Staying out in front is David Taylor, and back up to their feet they go. 13 seconds to go. Zahid going to shoot again. David holding in that front headlock. 9 seconds to go. He can hang out here. And with 4 seconds to go, David Taylor going to take match number 1, 3-3. Good match. Both guys hit some great takedowns there. Zahid with the highlight reel duck, but it's the immediate response. And just like in 2022, it was a close win for David in match 1. We'll see what match 2 looks like. In 22, it was a blowout win for David. We'll see what it looks like here. Zahid Valencia in the blue, David Taylor in the white and orange.
And really the two main exchanges happened within 20 seconds of each other in match 1. Zahid, a beautiful duck under, clean finish, and then David immediately responded with a go behind off of Zahid's shot.
Zahid pawn at the collar, looking to underhook right side. Sweeping out of it is David Taylor. Short offense position for Zahid Valencia as David controls that elbow. Trying to wrestle up and looking for that gator roll position. And Zahid has put guys out with that before in the past. And I think it was not across the chin and more across the throat. And yeah, David kind of gathering himself.
Yeah, it's when you come across the throat.
Squeezed his contact out. That's power. So yeah, David taking a second to gather himself. So no score there. It looked like I thought David was circling to score, but then I realized it was that gator roll position for Zahid. David warned for passivity first. And there's a double leg attempt from David Taylor. Not there. Follows it up with a single. Good reactions from Zahid Valencia. Now indicating towards Zahid. So a warning apiece. Next one will go on the clock. High crotch, David Taylor trying to pull himself into position and does. Looking for a finish, trying to get 2. What's gonna be the call? 2 confirmed. Takedown, David Taylor. Zahid says, I have the header. He might want a brick. I don't think Zeke wants to throw it. And Zeke says, no brick. I think that's probably the right call.
I think so too.
And Good discipline by Zeke Jones not to throw that brick. You don't need to make matters worse. One takedown.
And you want to keep that brick. You might need it late in this match.
Great
you lose
point.
the brick, you don't get it back.
Collar tie for David Taylor. That's a really nice high crotch. And there's a re-attack off the fake from Zahid Valencia. There he's in, but wow, teleporting to the other legs. David Taylor, 4-0. What an exchange.
That was Magic Man stuff.
That was. It was Zahid's left side high crotch he was looking for, and next thing you know, David's all the way on the other side, and there was no defending once he got to that good of an angle.
That is just somebody who's drilled down block, re-attack for years and years and years and years and years.
Yes. If you don't know, David Taylor is now the head coach of Oklahoma State Cowboys. There's a shot from David. He's close, and he's going to lift him up for one. He's going to get it. Match 2, spiraling out of control a little bit for Zahid Valencia.
Very similar to their Final X series.
And they're level changing out of it. David Taylor going with that Chirella grip. Now potential near side cradle. He's got it. Locked up. Looking for the fall. Zahid Valencia in big trouble. Fall confirmed. David Taylor back on the world team, headed to Albania.
And David Taylor with an exclamation point to cap off this tournament. A big smile from him. He looks happy. He looks relieved to have finally done it. And the pistols coming
yeah,
out.
that's new. Zeke's like, great, I got to coach against this guy too. Big 12 battle.
The classic Big
Classic
12.
Big 12 rivalry. And there's David Taylor. He says,
Said,
what's
"Sup,
up, Bill?" Remember me? Remember when I won the Olympics and the Worlds a bunch of times? I mean, how about that? Just, it was reminiscent of 22.
Very.
It just